this in the Financial Times today. Yesterday, Sam Fleming in Washington writing, the headline says it all. Fed minutes showed doubts about strength of U.S. recovery. Why isn't the U.S. economy recovering? Why has the U.S. economy not been recovering, at least for the middle class, since the Reagan administration? Because of Reaganism. Because we no longer make things here. The only way a country can get wealthy is to make things. Manufacturing is what makes countries great. You don't believe me? Look at China. When I was in China in 1986, it was a third world country. The tallest building in downtown Beijing was the 10-story tall Hilton or Hyatt or whatever the heck it was. It was an American hotel. There were no cars on the roads. There were no shiny signs. There were no electronics. People, all the side streets had piles of charcoal briquettes or coal briquettes in there that people heated with. It was November. It was cold. It was a third world country. Today, China is sparkling and gleaming and brand new. Why? Because our jobs are there. And downtown Baltimore and downtown Detroit now look like China did in 1968 or 1986. We have simply swapped places. Why? Because Reagan started pushing through this permanent normal trade relations with China, and subsequent presidents have all agreed, okay, cool, yeah, let's do this. Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, Obama, every single one of them. Sure, what the hell? Send our jobs overseas. Arizona's legislature. This over at the Center for American Progress's blog, thinkprogress.com. The headline, Arizona will boot thousands from welfare to address a $1 billion budget hole. Why does Arizona have a $1 billion budget hole? Well, part of it is that the Republicans run the state, and Republicans are stupid when it comes to economics. They totally suck up to the billionaires, period. So tax cuts for the billionaires, tax cuts for the businesses. To hell with poor people. They are now time limiting the length of time that you can be on welfare to 12 months. At the end of 12 months, get a job, damn it. That's ignoring the fact that, the vast majority of people, well over 70% of the people who are on welfare are either elderly, disabled, or children. But nonetheless, they're saying to that remaining 30%, go get a job. Well, where are the jobs? Oh, you should move to Vietnam, where the minimum wage is 56 cents an hour. We have to bring manufacturing back to this country. It's just that simple. And we just took a huge step in the wrong direction. Now, once again, just to be clear, TPP has not yet been brought to the floor to be voted on. This is fast track, and it only passed the Senate. It has not passed the House. And there are Republicans who are very, very, particularly the Tea Party conservative Republicans. Keep in mind, Rand Paul voted against this in the Senate. His colleagues in the House, the Republicans in the House, are going to vote against it, and which means that they're going to need at least 30 Democrats in the House and probably more. So now is the time to call 202-225-3121 and ask for your member of the House of Representatives. You have 2 senators, you have 1 congressman or woman. And if you don't know who that person is, and a lot of Americans don't, no shame, call 202-225-3121 to get the switchboard for Congress and say, hey, I live in Connecticut. My zip code is 06883 or whatever. And they'll say, oh, you're represented by Joe Blow. Say, okay, put me through to Joe's office. Bing, there you go. And you can say, hey, I understand the fast track is going to be voted on in the House, probably this week, maybe tomorrow. Please say no. It's unconstitutional. We don't want Obama trade. Especially if you're talking to a Republican member of the House, call it Obama trade. Reference the website obamatrade.com. If you haven't seen it, go look at it.